In order to add a new client in Pragmatic Tracker, you may either use the plus button here, or you can simply click on Add a New Client. This now takes you to the client profile page, and Pragmatic Tracker automatically offers you a pseudonym which you can either accept or you can overwrite with whatever you choose to use as a pseudonym for that client. Being mindful, of course, of protecting client identity. The referral date will default to today's date, and then you've got the opportunity to capture the fact that you've obtained client permission in order to enter them within the system. There is an available extra filter here as well for those times when you wish to use anonymous client data for research purposes, and this field can then be ticked if that's the case. Moving on to the telephone number of the client, if you're using phone numbers. As soon as you start typing, you'll notice this little box turns to a red tick. Now this allows you to send a verification message to that client in order to be sure that you have captured their mobile phone number correctly and that Pragmatic Tracker is communicating with them. The same thing applies to the email. And once again, you've got a red tick here. So clicking here will send that verification message to the client, and you just heard it arrive in my mobile phone, and clicking here will send an email to the client, which you may not hear the sound of. Now, once I have established with my client that Pragmatic Tracker indeed is communicating directly with them, I'm able to capture that by simply ticking in this little square box here. And if you hover, it explains what it's about. Tick here to show the phone number is verified. And once again with the email here. Now this is a very important part of the process because it ensures that Pragmatic Tracker is definitely communicating with that client. It may be something you might actually do even over the telephone with a client, or actually in the room with them the first time that they come to see you, or that your admin people do, but it's an important part of the process. And then you've got the opportunity to capture the preferences for how Pragmatic Tracker is going to communicate with that client, whether it's going to be email and or SMS, or indeed auto. Now the auto feature is where Pragmatic Tracker will automatically send out reminders about appointments and invitations to fill in outcome measures before sessions or feedback measures after sessions automatically, as long as that date and time of that appointment has been set within Pragmatic Tracker.